Paul Pelosi attack seen on police body cam footage. Body cam footage captured Paul Pelosi being attacked with a hammer by suspect David DePapa, October 28, 2022, at his San Francisco home after police officers arrived. San Francisco Police Department. A California court on Friday released surveillance and body cam video of the October 2022 attack on Paul Pelosi, husband of former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, at their San Francisco home. The San Francisco County Superior Court made the footage public after Judge Stephen Murphy denied a request 2 days earlier by prosecutors to keep it secret. The October 28 attack sent Paul Pelosi, 82, to the hospital for emergency surgery on a skull fracture. One portion of the footage shows police knocking on the door of Pelosi's home, before the door opens to reveal Paul Pelosi and suspect David DePapa. David DePapa breaking into Pelosi home captured on U.S. Capitol Police surveillance footage. David DePapa, left, and Paul Pelosi are seen after police opened the door of Pelosi's home in San Francisco on October 28, 2022. David DePapa, left, and Paul Pelosi are seen after police opened the door of Pelosi's home in San Francisco on October 28, 2022. San Francisco Police Department. What's going on, man? An officer asks. Everything is good, DePapa responds as he and Pelosi each have one hand on a hammer, with DePapa also placing a hand on Pelosi's wrist. Pelosi appears to be holding an object in his other hand. Drop the hammer. The officer then says as he shines his flashlight at the two men. Nope, DePapa responds, before starting to pull the hammer away from Pelosi, who says, hey. Hey, hey, hey. The hammer then breaks free and DePapa is seen swinging it at Pelosi, who appears to attempt to retreat before being struck. O.S. One of the officers says as police burst into the home and apprehend DePapa. Screen grab from body cam video following the alleged assault on Paul Pelosi by David DePapa in San Francisco on October 28, 2022. Screen grab from body cam video following the alleged assault on Paul Pelosi by David DePapa in San Francisco on October 28, 2022. San Francisco Police Department. Another clip, taken in black and white, shows DePapa approaching the Pelosi's San Francisco house and dropping multiple bags onto the ground. He then rummaged through the bags before he apparently pulled a hammer out of his clothing and started swinging at a glass door, eventually entering the home. DePapa, 42, has pleaded not guilty to all state charges in the case, including attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon and elder abuse. He also has pleaded not guilty to federal charges of assaulting an immediate family member of a federal official and attempted kidnapping of a federal officer for the alleged home invasion. Federal indictment reveals what Paul Pelosi attack suspect was wearing when police arrived. David DePapa breaking into San Francisco home video. Rep. Nancy Pelosi was in Washington, D.C., at the time of the incident. When asked by reporters Friday for her reaction to the footage, she replied, "I'm not going to say anything right now, but I may shortly." Fox News was among the news organizations pushing for the release of the videos. Audio clips of a 911 call and a San Francisco police interview with DePapa also were released Friday alongside the videos. He was asleep. Like all that noise, he could not hear, DePapa told a detective with the San Francisco Police Department when discussing the initial break-in. Until he basically wakes up, DePapa continued, noting during the interview that Pelosi was in a bed. "I kind of told him that I'm like looking for Nancy Pelosi and he was like, she's not here," DePapa also said. He was like, "How can we resolve this?" David DePapa in Berkeley, California, on December 13, 2013. David DePapa in Berkeley, California, on December 13, 2013. Michael Short / San Francisco Chronicle via Getty Images. When San Francisco police arrived at the home around 2:30 a.m., they found Pelosi in his pajamas and the intruder wearing shorts, sneakers, and a sweatshirt, according to court filings. The encounter lasted just 15 seconds from when Pelosi opened the door for officers to when the hammer attack took place, according to a filing. The two officers opened the door to see the foyer of the Pelosi residence, Mr. Pelosi, wearing a long-sleeved shirt, DePapa in shorts, running shoes, and a sweatshirt, and DePapa and Mr. Pelosi jointly gripping a hammer, an indictment read. The attack caused Pelosi to suffer a skull fracture and other injuries, according to authorities. David DePapa is seen outside the Pelosi home on October 28, 2022 before entering. David DePapa is seen outside the Pelosi home on October 28, 2022 before entering. San Francisco Police Department. Police called an ambulance to treat Pelosi, who was bleeding from a head wound. Investigators also said that DePapa researched homes of Pelosi and two other targets on an alleged hit list 2 days before breaking into the House Speaker's $8 million Hilltop Pacific Heights mansion. Officers from the U.S. Capitol Police also had live video surveillance outside the Pelosi's San Francisco residence, but weren't watching it when DePapa allegedly attacked Paul Pelosi, sources told Fox News shortly after the incident. Paul Pelosi and David DePapa are seen on the ground after DePapa allegedly attacked the 82-year-old. Paul Pelosi and David DePapa are seen on the ground after DePapa allegedly attacked the 82-year-old. San Francisco Police Department. The officers were monitoring a live feed of many cameras, which include surveillance of the Capitol complex, but also monitor some points away from the Capitol, which include the Pelosi residence. According to sources, an officer was monitoring the feeds and saw police lights on a dark street outside the Pelosi residence. If the officers were watching the feed monitoring in real time, the break-in would have been seen. Michael Ruiz, Adam Sabes, Chad Pregram, and Michael Arroyo contributed to this report.